solution, only 3. Only x equals 3. Did you get 3? Did you get 3 on your own? I hope you did. For the test, can you do synthetic division? It's been a while. Make sure you know how to do synthetic division. So you have x minus 4 is equal to 0. We're going to add 4 to the other side. So you're going to be using a positive 4. So we go positive 4, we go upside down house. Invisible 1, bring it down. Negative 2, negative 17, 18, and 72. Do you remember how to do synthetic division? So first bring down the 1. And then 4 times 1 is 4. We combine those together and get a 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 and negative 17 is negative 9. 4 times negative 9 is negative 36. Negative 36 plus 18 is a negative 18. And then 4 times negative 18 is negative 72. So we got 0 for our remainder. And remember, it's 1 power less. In our answer, 1 power less in our answer. So that's going to be 1, not actually the fourth, but 1x third power be 1 power less. Plus 2x squared minus 9x minus 18. Then you're going to have to pull out the GCF. So go ahead and pull out that GCF now to get all our factors. So that's x to the third power plus 2x squared. Man, this is some good review for you guys. Some good review. So we're going to pull out an x squared that they have in common. Pull out the GCF. So we have x squared, so that's leaving me with an x plus 2. We're going to pull out a negative 9. Pause me. Remember, pause me. Try it on your own. Get ready for the test. Pause me. Try it on your own. Try it on your own. So that's going to leave us with an x plus 2 because negative divided by a negative is a positive. So now one of our factors is x plus 2. And our other factor is the x squared minus 9. And so x squared minus 9 can factor more? What? Yep, it can factor more. It's called the difference of squares. So our factors are going to be x plus 2. So x plus 2, x minus 3, x plus 3. And then don't forget the other factor that we started with. And that's an x minus 4. And so our zeros will be the opposite signs. So negative 2, positive 3, negative 3, and positive 4. So know how to do these review questions for the test. Okay, find all the angles using a myset trig function and then label your reference triangle. You remember how to do this, right? Come on. So it can be written over the number 1. And that's going to be opposite over adjacent. And we draw our triangle. And then where is tangent negative? So tangent is, let's see, tangent is positive here and here. So tangent is negative here and here. And the second and the fourth quadrant is where tangent is negative. And then we have opposites, which is going to be radical 3. This is going down, so negative radical 3. And then adjacent is 1, and that's a negative 1. And a positive 1. And so what kind of triangle is this? What's got 1 and radical 3 in it? What's the hypotenuse? Use the Pythagorean theorem. What's the hypotenuse? Pythagorean theorem? You're going to get a 2 for the hypotenuse. Ooh, so this is a 30, 60, 90, right triangle? 30, 60, 90. But which one has its opposite leg? Question mark, question mark. Which one has its opposite side? Radical 3, which is bigger than 1, because it's actually 1.73. So that's the long leg. And the long leg is always 60 degrees. So that's 60 degrees, and down here is 60 degrees. So now you're going to count to get your final answer. So we're going to go, let's see here, we're going to go 30, 60, 90 degrees. Keep on going, 30 degrees more. This is not drawn to scale, I messed up. This actually should have been up here. Sorry about that. Yeah, that actually should have been right there as our 60 degrees, because that's actually bigger. Not drawn to scale. I do apologize. Not drawn to scale. Sorry, messed up there. Yeah, this is actually a bigger angle. Cool. That's still 60 degrees nonetheless. So that's 30. So 30, 60, 90, add plus 30 more. So what is that angle? It's going to be 120. And it's in degrees. So 120 degrees is our answer. So theta is equal to 120 degrees. And keep on going. So that's all the way around, 120, 150, 180, all the way around to 270, plus 30. This is a 30-degree angle, so plus 30 more is 300 is what this angle is. So again, we have to go all the way around to that side, right? All the way around to this angle, which is 300 degrees. Nice. Those are our two answers. Do you remember how to do these? Okay, you try. Try number 6 now. Right? You got to isolate the trig, functions, then draw and label your triangle. So isolate the trig function. So we're going to add 1 to the other side. So that gives us 2. And then we're going to divide by radical 3. Divide by radical 3. And then we bring down cosecant. Can you remember what cosecant is? Do you remember what cosecant is? What's cosecant? So cosecant is 1 over sine. So that's going to be instead of opposite over hypotenuse, that's going to be hypotenuse over opposite. Nice. And so where is sine positive is the question. And so sine is, where is sine positive? So sine is positive. Remember, it's all students take calculus. All students take calculus. So sine is positive here and here. So our hypotenuse is 2. Our opposite side is radical 3, which is the bigger side again. So that's going to be the opposite side, which is radical 3. And hypotenuse is 2. So then this must be, use the Pythagorean theorem, it must be 1. And then we also have over here where sine is also positive here. Nice. And so that's also going to be opposite is radical 3. So opposite the angle. And then the hypotenuse is 2. And this must be a negative 1. Cool. So what's that angle? We already did it. It's 60 degrees. Silly old bear. So this is 60 degrees is one of our answer. And then plus 30 is 90. Plus another 30 is 90 plus 30 is 90 plus 30 is 120. So our actual answer then is 60 degrees as well as 120 degrees. And those are our two answers. So theta equals 60 and 120. Those are two answers. So try number 7 now. Do you remember 7? You know what a cosine is. So cosine is adjacent. Don't forget to pause me. Pause me. Try it on your own. Don't forget to pause me. Try it on your own. Okay, so cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. Where is cosine positive? The absence of a negative symbol is certainly a positive symbol. Just something special. See you next video. Okay, so where is cosine positive? So all students take calculus. That's here and here. And so this is actually going to be a special angle. Do you know what it is? So it's going to be adjacent side is 1 and the hypotenuse is radical 2. So when you have the adjacent side is 1 and the hypotenuse is radical 2, this is a special right triangle with a 1, 1, radical 2. Right triangle. And so what is that special angle right here? What is that special angle? If it's a 1, 1, radical 2 right triangle, it's 45 degrees. So our answer for theta is going to be 45 degrees. And then you have to go 45, you have to go 90, you have to go 135. Keep on adding 45. That's 180. Keep on going. So that's 225 and then 270. Finally, we're going to add 45 degrees more. And what do you get? So you get 315 degrees. Is our other answer? So we have 45 degrees as our answer. And then all the way around to 315 degrees. So those are our two answers. Those are our two answers. Let's double check on our practice test there. Looking good to me though. Yep, looks good. Hopefully this is good practice for you. Cool. So keep on going. Try it on your own first. We're doing radians now. Try it on your own first. Doing radians now. Okay. So radians, you need to remember that 30 degrees is pi over 6. 60 degrees is pi over 3. 45 degrees is the other important one. So that's pi over 4. 90 degrees is pi over 2, etc. Okay, so find all the angles x where 0 to 2 pi that satisfy the given. Cool. So where does sine of x equal 0? 0, that's special. That's special. There's actually two places where sine equals 0. So we have 1, 0, we have negative 1, 0, we have 0 up 1, and we have 0, negative 1. So don't forget this for the test. There'll be probably one of these review ones on here, or one of these. Definitely on the test. So where does sine equal 0? So basically you're asking yourself, where is sine equal to 0? So sine is equal to 0 here. Sine is equal to 1 here. And then sine is also equal to 0 here. And so as far as radians go, it's going to be 0 radians, and then all the way here. Which is what? Pi. Right? Pi radians. 3.14159. So those are our two answers for x. 0 and pi. Nice. Okay, try the next one on your own. Minus radical 3 to the other side. So we have 2 cosine x. We're isolating the radical right now. Divide by 2. So now, cool. So where is cosine? Where is cosine negative? Well, cosine is positive here and here. So cosine is negative here and here. Okay, and then it's adjacent over hypotenuse is what cosine is. So we're going to draw our triangle with the adjacent side, which is the longer side, right? Whoops. So the adjacent side, oh yeah, that's right. So the adjacent side is going to be negative radical 3. The hypotenuse is on 2. And the opposite side is 1. And then same down here. Same down here is just a negative 1. So what angle is that? Is that 30? Is it 60? Is it 90? What angle is that? Well, this is the short leg, and because that's a smaller leg. And so the short leg always has 30 degrees. And so that's going to be pi over 6. So we're going to count 1 pi over 6, 2 pi over 6, 3 pi over 6, 4 pi over 6. So guess what this one is? Guess what this one is? All the way to here is 5 pi over 6 is our answer. And then we have 6 pi over 6, which reduces to pi. And then the next one is after 5 pi over 6, 6 pi over 6, 7 pi. So that's 7 pi over 6 is our two answers. Did you get it right? Did you get it right? So x equals 5 pi over 6 and 7 pi over 6 is our two answers. Is our two answers. Just double checking. Yep, those are two answers. It should be in radians though. So 150 degrees and 210. 180, 210. Yep, good job. Should be in radians. Okay, good. Make sure you're happy with the answer key. Okay, last one. Pause me. Try it on your own. Try it on your own. Pause me. Try it on your own. Pause me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add 1 to the other side. So then we get tangent squared is equal to 1. Now the tricky part is you're going to have to square root both sides. Boom! And that's going to give us where tangent of x is equal to plus or minus 1. So that's going to separate, and where tangent of x is 1, and where tangent of x is negative 1. Now don't forget, tangent can be any whole number, can be written over the number 1, and tangent is opposite over adjacent. And so can you think of a triangle, opposite over adjacent, that has a 1 and 1 as its 2 legs? You know what the hypotenuse is. You can use the Pythagorean theorem if you're not sure. 1 squared plus 1 squared equals hypotenuse squared. Square root of both sides. 1 and 1 is 2. Square root of 2. So we're going to go to draw where canvas is both positive and negative. Whoa! So this is going to be up here as well as down here. Whoa, it's going to be the bow tie. And the reason why it's bow tie is because it's plus or minus. So tangent is positive here and here, and it's also minus here and here. And so it's going to be opposite is 1, and adjacent is 1, and then opposite is negative 1, positive 1, adjacent is 1 and 1, and this is radical 2. So these are going to be our 45-degree right angles, is what we're looking at there. And so 45 degrees is our special right triangle, 45, 45, 90 right triangle. And so that's pi over 4. We're going to be counting by pi over 4 radians, okay? So this distance here is going to be pi over 4. Pi over 4 is our first answer. And then we're going to go all the way to here. So that's 1 pi over 4. That's our first answer. 2 pi over 4. And then this is our next answer. 3 pi over 4 is our next answer. Next answer. You're going to go 4 pi over 4, and then 5 pi over 4 is our next answer. Remember, it's the line, the terminal line is the hypotenuse. And that terminal line is the answer that we're looking for. That terminal line is the answer we're looking for there. So 3 pi over 4, 4 pi over 4 reduces to pi, and then 5 pi over 4 is our other answer. And then 6 pi over 4 is next. And then 7 pi over 4 is our other answer. So we got 4 answers going on here, all 4 of them. So pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, 5 pi over 4, and 7 pi over 4. These are our 4 answers. So know how to do all those on the practice test. You got this. You got this. You got this. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Behind the screen, thank you for watching. Next video.